Like Love Luxury, creating a lifestyle. Welcome to Reflective Fashion Production. My name is Monica, and I want to say welcome to Like Love and Luxury. Now, this is a double feature. So last week we did have to braid or not to braid. This week we're going to have to braid or not to braid as well. And I just want to give a shout out to the core class and a few of the ladies that I was talking to. I want to say that they're adaptives. I want to say that there are adaptives. So the next 2 weeks I will be in final phase, and then I am going to be completed with school. It's very exciting, but I wanted to jump on here because I was inspired to do this video and just talk about the different types of products that I've been using with Paul Mitchell. And that's part of the reason why I had Like Love and Luxury, because there are certain products that I really do like. There are certain products that I really do love, and there are certain products that I would actually have in my studio, which that's where I am right now. I'm actually hiding my shirt because I just got done with school, so I'm like trying not to get a copyright strike against me. So if it looks like I'm really short, it's just the way of the camera. Now, before we get started, I did have two people that I brought with me. Well, my doll heads I brought with me because I'm really excited just on their looks. Now, if you remember last video, I did have Jane, Miss Jane, that's what I call her, Lady Jane. I love her. This is my first baby that I actually did color with. Started with the hand painting, then we did a block color. And basically what I've been doing with her is practicing just my cutting form. So I am a left-handed stylist. It's very hard for me at times because watching a right-handed person cut and then me mimic them, I'm like, what? Like I'm holding my hands like I'm just throwing up scissor gang signs, you know, when it comes to trying to cut. But this is Miss Jane here. I have her with me. She has this beautiful color, and I'm gonna actually leave the color in below. So you do see the purple, you see the blonde. This is her natural, and then we have blue. So it's blue, purple, and blonde. So here, I'll let you see that. And I don't have my stand with me, so I can't like just put her up. But I did this cut today. I am very proud of it. It blends very well, and I just it just makes me feel good. So with Jane, I'm gonna be honest with you, to keep her color as much as I did, I actually stopped working on her head as much as I did. So I started with the Color Protect shampoo. I would shampoo her hair with Color Protect. And one of the things I like is Super Skinny. So with Super Skinny, I shampoo her hair with Super Skinny, and then I would use the Color Protect conditioner or even Instant Moisture just to keep her hair soft and fun, depending on what's in the wash house at school. So with this time, I actually used the gloss from Super Skinny, and I just took the gloss and blow dried her hair really well, and took the flat iron and just ran the flat iron through her hair as iron work. And when I tell you that it takes a lot to make sure that your baby is completely dry, like blow dry methods are very important, but also having product on your hair is very important as well. So do you see how sleek that was? If I could go back in most of my videos and show you how my iron work did not look like this. Like my baby's hair looked crazy. It was not like this. So this is something that I'm actually trying to perfect myself. Like I want to make sure that when someone sits in my chair, their hair does this motion right here. So, and they keep that motion. And one of the products that I swear by and I love is actually the soft spray, and it's light. Is it the light clean spray? It's I want to say it's the light soft spray, and it's clean. Now I'm gonna put it down below. I might be saying it incorrectly, but I love that spray. It's something that I love to spray on my baby's hair, and even clients, and you still can run your fingers through and it go back into its form. So with her, I just use the gloss, and she still has that soft, like, if you can see, it's soft. It's soft, and it still goes back to the form. One of the things that I've learned just with iron work is you don't want to put too much product on the hair when it comes to blow drying and styling. And that's exactly what I did with Miss Deb here. So this is Miss Deb. I'm actually taking her to state board, and I'm calling her Miss Deb because it actually says that on her neck, and it says Jane on her neck too. But I didn't feel like changing her name. I don't have that many babies named Deb, and Jane is the only baby that I have. But she has fine hair, and I actually did a nice little cut with her too. But she has fine hair, and I use the extra body products with her, and I'm really impressed with how much body she actually has, because when I tell you this lady is fine, she is, like, her hair is so fine. But I'm gonna be honest, I used too much product in her hair, so I was literally, it took me about 45 minutes to complete this, and then I had to take it and put it in the car. So her hair is not as put together as Jane's is. But this is Miss Deb, and the extra body, I would say, if you use that on someone that has fine hair, make sure that you do some good parting, and you are very cautious of how much you put in their hair. Because if you can actually see her, she's really greasy. I don't know if you can see that, but she is very greasy. And I mean, yes, her hair does do that little flop where it comes back and it shakes, but I put too much product in her. I'm very disappointed that I did that, because I was looking forward to seeing the extra, just that extra body, like, if you can see it. And I gave her a little cut too. Like I said, I'm taking her to state board, so it's really just important for her to have that long hair. And this is actually the last baby that I have from school, so I got her as I was going to final phase for the first time, which I'm gonna actually talk about that in story time. Story time is gonna be on an episode that's gonna be next year. I'm gonna post that next year, but I am just proud of myself and how I've just, going through the motions. One of the things that I really did want to talk about was just the fact that I haven't been saying a lot about the things that I do. So, like, talking to the core, I was just like, well, yeah, I have this, I have that, but I don't really say much, and I don't advertise myself like I should. So moving forward, I'm gonna start advertising. Like, I have sugar scrubs here, and that's what's in my background. I do make sugar scrubs and salt scrubs. So that's another thing that will be talked about, but that's going to be talked about more on when we do face-to-face. And I'm talking about the skincare routines that I have when it comes to braid and not to braid. I'm going to talk about a few products, but I'm also going to talk about Malia's Crown, which is an all-natural product, and I use it in my hair. I also use it in Malia's hair as well. But you have to have a backup product. So a backup product is very important to have, just in case your natural products that you are not in stock. Ooh, excuse me. That's one of the things that I actually had to conform to. So let's talk about my hair a little bit. So my hair, I actually decided that I was going to just wear my natural curl pattern, which I am a curly, coily girl. So when it comes to curls, I like to think of my hair as just coily, but they're curly. You can have coils and they be zigzag. So there's two differences between the coils. You can have curly coils or you can have zigzag coils. Now for me, when it comes to the textured hair, I like to categorize wavy, curls, and the coily, curly zigzags. I like to put them all in a category together. And you do have fine hair as well, that's a type of texture. But when it comes to having the waves and the curls and just the coils, that's texture as well. So for me, using me and my hair, I have to make sure that my hair is really moisturized. And one of the products that I really do love is the leave-in conditioner by Clean Beauty and Paul Mitchell. And I also like the twirl around, which I haven't seen that on the floor, but the twirl around actually works as well. So what I did recently is I took my hair and I rinsed it very well, and then I took some leave-in conditioner and I condition it. I have the Awapui Moisture Supercharge. I have that as well. I think that's a part of Awapui, the Supercharge. I want to say it is. I have that and I use that as well. Now I have not shampooed my hair only because I'm the type of person, when it comes to my hair, if I take my braids down, I like to let it breathe, and I'll just wear it as the little crinklies, and then the next week I'll rinse it out because I have straggle strands. In fact, I have a clip, so we're gonna watch that clip really. Hey guys, so I'm actually in my bathroom and I left my hair up for a really long time with my Nubian twist, and now I decided that I was going to go ahead and start processing my curl pattern back. Now, sometimes we don't have the right ingredients to use when it comes to detangling my hair. Well, actually, I always keep Malia's crown on stock, but today I don't have it because we are missing some ingredients, which I'm waiting for them to come in. So today I decided to do something a little bit different. I first just went ahead and rinsed my hair, and then I decided that I have Supercharge for Paul Mitchell, and I've used it on a few clients' hair at school, and I was just like, you know what, I should try it in my hair. It's a really good conditioner, and let's see if I can just run my fingers through my hair really well and try to get, those straggle strands. So I have straggle strands, and it's been about a week since I've actually just put, stress on my hair. Like, I have been putting headbands and stuff on my hair because I don't want to like stress it out more. And let me tell you a secret. I left my hair in too long, and I was asleep with no bonnet on, no scarf, and I woke up and one of my twists were in my hand. So I was like, oh, it's time to get this out, because I can't be losing hair follicle. That's not cool. It's definitely not cool. So I know that in one of my videos I did talk about having brown hair. So someone said to me, Monica, that baby wasn't brown. Listen here. When you work with different types of hair, like my hair it's not really black, but it is a brown. So if you look at the bottom of this right here, this is brown. So when you're working with different types of hair, you have to really just pay attention to the hair strands and what they look like. So if I come up closer to the camera, you can see just a little, like it looks like it's black, but it has a tint of brown to it. It's just different hues, like different shades. Like, people are different shades of brown. So we have different shades of black. Would I consider my hair more on the brown side when it comes to color? No, because it'd be on more of the shade of black, the lesser end. So I'll be like right in the middle. I'm just trying to get my straggle strands out, because I'm gonna actually rinse out the Supercharge, and then I'm gonna just end up pulling my hair back and rocking my 2.0 curls, because they're not really coily curls right now. They're just poofy. But I just wanted to just like show you what my hair looks like when it's wet.
But once I actually get my fingers through it and start to actually comb through my hair, my curls will start to form. But because I don't have any lemon drench, my curls are like really fluffy. But I just wanted to just jump on here so you can see exactly how my hair looks when it's wet. Most of the time when I'm in the studio, I either have like this dry puff or I have like braids in my Nubian twists, not braids. I really don't rock the braids, but we can talk about that another time. Oh, it's not. No. Okay, I got it. And I want you to tell me how do you detangle your hair? Do you use a comb or do you use your fingers? Because let me tell you, I use my fingers all the way through because I will cry. I will. I definitely
Okay, so when I don't remember exactly what I was talking about when it came to my hair, but I do know that I have a lot of straggle strands. And straggle strands are when you pull your hair and you're just combing through your hair with your fingers and you have extra strands, which I don't have any because I didn't took them out. But you have extra strands in your hair. I call those straggle strands. I like to actually comb through my hair with my fingers because when I tell you I don't like the comb, I really don't like the comb, but I really like to get through and pull my curls apart myself. So if I'm pulling my curls apart, that actually, takes a lot of the stress off my hair, and on top of that, that relieves as much the strands that are coming out. So if you take a comb and you're just combing through the hair, you have a ball of hair in your hand, that's crazy. I don't want that ball of hair. I want to keep most of my hair intact in my head. And yes, you're gonna shed hair, especially if you have your hair up for a long period of time. You will shed hair because you haven't been combing your hair. Now, on this side, I myself, I have to give some tips. When you are going to sleep, make sure you are wrapping your hair. It doesn't matter if it's curly, doesn't matter if it's straight, doesn't matter if it's wavy. Make sure you're wrapping your hair. I actually had my Nubian twist and I don't know what was going on, but my hand got wrapped up in one, and then I guess I was having some good sleep and I yanked out my braid and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's time to come down. Like, I got to get this down. Now, another thing, a lot of people don't talk about this, but I really feel like it's important to not have your braids up no longer than about 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, and 6 weeks is pushing it. I had my twist up for a really long time. I don't really remember exactly, but I just recently took them down, and that was not okay because I had about this much new growth. This much. That's too much, especially when you are going on that natural journey. You shouldn't. That's a protective style. If you're protecting your hair, you don't want to be like Monica and rip your hair out. That's crazy. But besides the point of that, you don't want to also stress your hair out to the point where it is breaking off. That is not protecting. That's not a protective style or protecting your hair at all. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So there are different things that you can do as well as protecting, having protective styles. Like for instance, like this is not really a protective style. I just have a little thing on top of my hair and I have a little curly puff. That's what I like to call it, curly puff. But it's important for me to actually have this taken down so I'm not always putting my hair in a curly puff. And this whole week, this is what I've been rocking. I've been rocking my headband, or I've had like, a extra little thing on top of my head. And this pony and this curly puff here is actually smaller than what I've normally been wearing. I just poof my hair out. So now next week, I have to think of a style and what I'm going to wear when it comes to my hair. It's important because I don't want to continue to wear this and my hair gets, tangled up or matted, and then it takes me forever to comb through my hair. So I've done a lot of talking. I've talked about, super skinny. I've talked about the extra body products when it comes to Paul Mitchell. Both of those products I really do I like both of those. Extra body, I don't necessarily need extra body in my hair, but I've used it, like I said, on Deb here, and I was really impressed with how much body it gave this baby. So she, when I tell you she has fine hair, she definitely has fine hair, and I believe extra body is a really good product for people who have fine hair. Just don't put a lot of product in the hair. So actually I have a comb here. What I can show you, if the baby's hair is wet or if the person's hair is wet and you actually want to spray, because they have like a little spray before you blow dry. If you spray the roots, I think that's important. So if you spray the roots and then you take I'm trying to think of all the products off the top of my head. There's like a extra body mousse, I believe. Yeah, put that on it. The shafts of the hair. So if you actually part it just like this, and you take the spray, just spray it in the middle, and then take the extra body foam and just get the strands, and then do your pre-wrap or however you want to blow dry. I believe that will actually help and not get as much, not give it that greasy look, because I'm looking at her and she's so greasy. I'm probably gonna end up taking the blow dryer to her one more time, just on the strength of I just want to see it without it being so greasy, because I mean it does look good just with me parting her down the middle. And that cut is the bomb. Look at that. Yeah. So just with me parting her down the middle, that's what I would suggest. And with fine hair, when you're, a lot of what I've seen just with the few clientele that I've had with fine hair, they're so used to saying, oh, well, I tried to blow dry my hair and it's just so straggly and stringy. And it's just, that's not true. You can definitely throw some products on there. Be mindful of how much you're using, and definitely do a good blow dry. So when it comes to blow drying a fine haired person, I actually would part it down the middle. I know that that's not a pre-wrap or anything like that, but I would definitely blow dry it in the middle and then just wrap so that you can pull out that extra body, and you can actually see it when you're blow drying their hair. I wish I had my stand, because I would definitely give you some visuals. And with Miss Jane here, I used the gloss, like I said, and I gave her a good blow dry, and I did some iron work on her as well. Went back through and just hit it with the iron, especially for her bangs. And her bangs actually had purple on them. I took the purple out. Don't mind her face. I got blue on her. I got blue on her the first time I did it. But if you're interested in doing like color, make sure that you use color block, and you also get like a towel and put over the face, so you're not messing up your mannequin like I did, because I am gonna keep her. You may see her with some braids or something in her hair, because this is my favorite doll. Like, she's my favorite, and it was easy to just basically color her because she's blonde. And yeah, because she's blonde, like, it was just really easy to color her, to just slap on that color and keep it moving. And sometimes I know it can be hard to do, but you just have to be able to have a game plan when it comes to coloring. When it comes to, I think when it comes to any service that you're doing, have a game plan. Make sure that you have your SMA set up and that you are preparing yourself and being mentally and emotionally and physically prepared for your guests. I think that that's very important. I have rambled and talked so much. I'm just really excited just about the future and what's taking place for next year and the different ideas that I have. If you have any questions or comment below. Like, let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed something or you want to know more. We could definitely add that in the next clip. And I'm going to start definitely doing shout outs. So if you want your name put up here or right here, or I don't know, right in this area, definitely leave a comment below. Tell me what you want to talk about. I'll definitely do a shout out for you. Not only that, but moving forward in the new year, we're going to activate our Patreon. We do have Patreon. Right now it's nothing up, but we're going to work on that. The goal is to have it up and ready by March. So once we have that up and ready by March, it's going to be a little bit different because on here we can't really show you exactly the different products that we use, but on Patreon we will, or I will. And when it comes to Mondays with Monica and Malia, there are certain things that we do, and we want you guys to interact and ask questions and just, so we can, have a dialogue. So I hope you guys have a great holiday and I will see you in the new year. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below. And this is the last episode of the year. So like I said before, have a happy new year and I will talk to you guys soon. Oh yeah, and happy holidays. Happy holidays. Have a great new year and I will talk to you guys soon.